at such short notice to give us this brief interview. However, we are on the heel of you giving a press statement, so we're going to give you the time to make that statement, and then we will follow up with our question regarding the visa-free travel to the UK.
Yeah. Well, the private sector is delighted at the news that Guyanese from the 9th of November will be traveling to the UK visa-free. We believe that this is something good for not only the citizens but businesses also, because traditionally Guyanese and Guyanese businesses do a lot of trade with the UK. We also have lots of relatives living there, so I mean that will go well for the future and for Guyanese. But we also must be cognizant and congratulate also the government, because without them managing the country well, I mean this would not have been possible. So we must commend the government for their role, one in terms of managing the economy, the way they've managed the economy, and also sticking to the democratic rules of governance, and also applying good governance strategies in terms of the management of our resources and economy. So we must also thank Her Excellency, the High Commissioner to UK, to Guyana, the UK High Commissioner to Guyana, on her role in advocating for this. So, we're pleased with this happening.
Very well, thank you. London is considered the financial hub in Europe. With the visa-free access, what is your thought as it relates to the EU Guyanese Chamber of Commerce and the arrangement of business, as well as the ease for business to be able to, or businessmen to connect now without that clutter in between of having to go through the process?
Well, it would make business, the collaboration between Guyanese and UK businesses much easier. We know with the local content legislation we've had, and with what's going on in the oil and gas sector, many UK businesses looking to partner with Guyanese businesses, and I think this happening with the visa-free travel would all goes well to complement and to enhance those collaboration, so that it can be more successful. And so we expect to see much more collaboration between the UK and Guyanese businesses as a result of this visa-free travel.
And we understand too that the British Airways are expected to launch that direct flight from Guyana to the UK. Your thoughts?
That would be such a relief, because going to the UK right now, I travel to the UK frequently. So you have to go either through the US or through the Caribbean, and so you have to wait for hours waiting on the next flight. So that would be reduce the hassle that Guyanese face traveling to the UK, and it would also encourage more people to go once that airlines start running here.
I certainly don't think that this came as a surprise to the Private Sector Commission. Could you share with us some of your role in the past in pushing for these kind of?
Well, from conversation we've been having with Her Excellency, we saw this coming, so it's not a surprise, and we will continue to also advocate for the European Union to do likewise, and we have the Canadian and the US. That would be wonderful. Guyanese traveling visa-free throughout the universe. That's what we aim for. We know Guyana is the fastest growing economy in the world, and that's no small achievement. So and for years to come, we set on that road path, and we have so much to do here. So I mean, there's room for the private sector from other countries to participate in our development and to gain from it. So opening up the traveling, would go a long way in building stronger bridges between our private sectors.
How do you see, from your perspective, this impacting our international image? We know a lot of times, even with the UK and other countries, Guyanese will have to go through the rigorous screening and checking. And we hear in the announcement, the High Commissioner, the Honorable Her Excellency Jane Miller, mentioning that Guyanese would not even have to go through that screening. How do you see that impacting?
Well, I mean, the image of Guyana has been growing rapidly. I mean, I must commend His Excellency, our President, for playing his part and the leadership role he's taking not only in the Caribbean but on the world stage at many of the conferences. He is very vocal on pushing, and so that go a far way in building our country's image. And I think we've now started, and I mean so we will. I'm sure we'll continue on this path, and I mean that all goes well for our country and our people.
So what is the one thing in closing you would want to share with the Guyanese people coming from the private sector as it relates to these developments that we are seeing?
Well, I mean, opportunities are vast in Guyana. I mean, there's so much to do. What we need to do as a people, we need to pull together and work together, building one Guyana, as the President has been pushing. I think we all latch on to that. I think that's something good for our country. It's good for every single Guyanese. And it's easy to find fault and criticize things, but we must look for solutions and stop just thinking negative and being negative. Try to be positive as people, as businesses, so that we can see the opportunities and not cloud or thinking with those negative things. And that would lead to massive change, either for the individual or for the businesses that those persons are running and managing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cheong. On behalf of the Department of Public Information, I thank you for taking the time out to give us this short interview and for giving us your words of encouragement, progress, and development.
Thank you.